I love books. I am obsessed with books, and today I want to tell you how I discovered my passion for fantasy romance books. And we're just going to talk about books in general, why I love them, and what I have discovered inside of myself. Thanks to these beautiful books. Hey, hello, my name is Anna, and if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I am a homeschooling stay at home mom of three, a book lover, a travel lover. I'm also a content creator mom, and I am doing a 100 days of daily YouTube posting. And we are already on month two, and I've been doing videos about all of these topics. So if you're into one of these things and you want to check out some of my videos, make sure you do so. Make sure to subscribe so we do this together. Now, books, and my deep passion for them. So as far as I remember, I've always liked books, and I didn't start reading fantasy romance books until maybe the end of 2024. So it's been a little, yeah, about 2 years. And I think something pointed me in that direction. But before that, I used to read a lot of books. Like, I remember when I was younger, I would like to read books. And I think I stopped because I stopped finding books that I really liked. So I remember having like periods where I would read a lot, and then just I would stop because I picked up a book and I didn't like it, and then I just kind of like bleh. But somehow I ended up just walking back into my book obsession. And when I started my online business, I became really, really interested in reading books about growth and business and negotiation, and really, really fun books that have helped me grow my business. And I enjoy them a lot. I read so many books in that area. This was maybe around 2023 or so, and I read a lot of books, but something started happening because I feel like I always love books as a source of pleasure, as just doing something because I'm passionate about it and I want to do it to have a good time and to enjoy. But when I started reading only growth related books, somehow my fun and my pleasure started getting consumed by work. So not only was I working on my business and doing all of this business stuff, I was also reading and learning, and like all the time it was like absorbing new information. And reading at one point stopped being fun again until until I discovered fantasy romance books, and it all started thanks to that red book that you see here. This one is the first book of the Akotar series. And honestly, I don't remember how or why I picked it up. I just remember feeling inside something calling me to reconnect with books as something fun again. So I started going online, like, oh, what should I read? And that book in that series overall kept popping up. I did not know what it was about. I did not know what fantasy romance was. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. And I started reading the book without having any clue of what I was going to read. And oh my God, didn't that book change my life? Wasn't that book exactly what I needed to pick up to go into a total black hole of fantasy romance and never, ever, ever come out again? Because that's exactly how it has felt. I literally went from one book to the entire series, and then Throne of Glass, and then I think I did the Crowns of Nyaxia, and then it was one series after the other and after the other and after the other, and now I have so many books, like you don't see the top shelf, and also have so many books that I haven't even started, so many series that I have only the first book. I have a Kindle, and right now I just wish I had more hours to read. So I can honestly say that I have reconnected and refound my deep love for books thanks to Romantasy. So what it is about Romantasy? What I think, because I have read so many books now, what I first, it was just the fun of it, being able to read kind of like as an outlet, especially as a mom, as a homeschooling mom who's always doing things for my family, for my kids, even for work. Like I'm always doing stuff for someone. When I started reading Romantasy, it suddenly felt like I was doing something for me, not because it was a responsibility. It was pure pleasure. And in the stories, because they were not real, I enjoy many books, but the thing about Romantasy is that these are imaginary words, words, worlds, and the magic in them, and how your creativity and your brain cells start working while you imagine all of these places. Like I honestly feel like my creativity has received a major boost since I picked up romantasy books. And the characters, can we talk about the male characters in these books? And this was something that I never expected, to see myself in the female characters, just their journeys, their struggles, their transformations, because many of these books start somewhere and then take you to so many different places throughout the story. And seeing myself in these characters and just imagining myself with these male characters, like it's hard to explain. Being okay with reading what I am reading, knowing the level of romance and even smut that is in a lot of these books, and understanding pleasure, like pleasure from the perspective of the female characters in here, and just seeing the way the males treat them and just treasure these relationships, even in the crazy ones where they're enemies, like enemies, and they go to lovers. All of this has felt kind of healing, kind of healing for me as a woman. And it's really hard to put into words unless you read these books. And another incredible thing that I feel has happened thanks to these books is having found a tribe of millennial moms who have also loved books, and then they disconnected from this passion for books that they had because they just didn't have anything that they could read and enjoy. And now romantasy changed that for them, and they are also obsessed with romantasy. And suddenly you can connect with these women in so many levels. Like I kid you not, if you go into my TikTok, which is under the same name, a mom creates, the majority of the people there, and the videos that I probably enjoy the most sharing about, they're all book related and romantasy related, and just seeing strangers commenting on my post and resonating with them. And all I want to do is consume more of that, because I feel like we are the same, and romantasy is the single thing that's connecting us, and it is beautiful. So that was my random riff on how I got started with romantasy books, why I love them so much, why I am not planning on stopping. I even have, like, you can't see from here, but my 2026 goals, I have sort of like a sheet here on my wall, and one of those is reading 38 books in a year, which is more than I have ever read in, like, in any year of my life. Last year I did 28, and I want to do 38, and it's all because all I want is to read. Every single night I'm reading a romantasy book, and it fills my cup. Every single day it fills my cup. So that's it. If you also love romantasy books, tell me here, tell me a reason why you love them so much. And if you have never read a romantasy book, but you're also a mom and you love books and you're kind of craving to feel something and reawaken this passionate being, I think you should definitely give it a try. The Akotar series is a great series to start. Um, Fourth Wing is also a good first step into this fantasy romance books. So, anyway, that's all I have. Check out all of my other book related videos. And that's it. That's it. That's it. I will see you tomorrow. Subscribe so we can keep chatting books, homeschooling, what else? Travel loving, renal loving, family life, and all the things. I want to do this with you. I will see you tomorrow.